Hey guys, Larry the tractor guy here. Hey, man, it is turned off cloudy and cold today, and we're sure expecting to try to get some rain here in a little while, but check this out. So I've been fighting this for pretty well, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of trying to diagnose this problem on this R4038 sprayer. And what I'm getting is multiple CAN bus communication voltage codes. So I'm going to show you real quick sort of what I'm finding. So here's our sprayer here, looking at the display here. So this is one of the things that happens. The corner post display goes blank. Sometimes the throttle works, sometimes the throttle doesn't work. Looking at these codes that I've pulled up here in Diagnostics, most all of these codes that these controllers have end in 09, which tells me that we've got a communication voltage error. If I come over and go to the CAN bus, and I'm looking at the implement can here, by the way. So the implement can has no error passive count. If I come over to the vehicle can, now I've got an error passive count. So just trying to do a little checking. So I went in and checked my CAN high and CAN voltage here through the service advisor port, and found that my vehicle CAN voltage was a little bit high on CAN high and low on CAN low, but not just excessively. So basically what we did here is we went and pulled the back panel off here. We found a pretty good rat's nest here, and looking around we found a dead mouse here and her baby, I guess. And so, man, we have got a mess back here inside of the cab behind this piece of upholstery that we pulled out. So we're gonna get a vac and vacuum some of this out of there and see if we can see any damage to wiring, since we did find mice in the cab. So I'm gonna continue on here and see if I can search that out and see what's going on. We're still looking at this R4038 here with the communication issues, and it's getting late now. It's getting down to about 38 degrees now, so it's gotten pretty cool out. We thought we were onto something when we found the evidence of mice being in the cab, but we didn't find any wiring problems that were evident of any damage to wires. So we unplugged a lot of connectors, checked a lot of controllers, ran it in the field quite a bit, and we're still getting communication errors, pretty random. So maybe runtime, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and then it will shut the machine down. The throttle doesn't work, and it'll kick some other controllers off of line. The warning lamps will flash on their own, and just doing some really weird random things. So we went through and checked all of our power grounds on some of our vehicle CAN controllers. These sprayers do have a implement can too, but the implement can seems to be working fine. We don't have any problems there. It's totally on the vehicle can, but I'm getting frustrated. It's time to take a break and go home and eat dinner. Been sitting in the pickup here looking at these schematics on Service Advisor, and went ahead and changed the CAN bus terminators on the vehicle can, and we're going to try to run this sprayer again in the morning. This customer's really wanting to get his alfalfa sprayed. He's trying to put down some Alpha Max right now for insects, and so we're going to try to get him up and going in the morning and see if we can get some run time and see if we can do some good. So we're back out on this R4038 sprayer this morning with the communication errors and random things happening in the field and shutting the machine down. We did find that there were mice had gotten in the cab and created a big mess in the cab. So we thought we had wiring problems in the cab wiring. So we actually pulled all the upholstery out and couldn't find any wiring problems in the cab. and we still had the communication errors. So after looking through Service Advisor and researching this a little bit, we found that we have these CAN communication splice packs here. There's 3 on the vehicle CAN, and then there's also 10 on the boom communication CAN, and then there's 5 more out there depending on whether the machine has boom track or not. Okay, and so what we found is here by the eductor on the left hand side of the machine, there are 2 of these CAN splice packs right here. Okay, and so we swapped them out. We found that this one was actually bad, so here's the bad CAN bus communication splice pack. So when we changed this one out, our problem went away. We went ahead and ran the sprayer quite a while and didn't have any more issues with that. Short term real quick on CAN bus. So CAN bus communication is the communication between all of the controllers on the sprayer, including the boom. And so if you're having problems with communication between controllers and some weird things are happening on your machine, it's not always necessarily a wiring problem. You could have a faulty CAN bus splice pack. And so when we changed that out, we fixed our problem. That part number is a 57M11240. Okay, and so there's quite a few of those on this machine. So we just basically started swapping one out at a time until we actually found our problem. Okay, and it was really hard to detect that problem checking CAN bus voltage. We could see that happening sometimes when the machine would quit in the field, but it would happen so fast and then go away so quick that we couldn't actually catch it. So just keep that in mind, that you could have a bad CAN bus splice pack, and it's not always a wiring problem. So keep that in mind. Hope that helps you out along the way. Got other videos coming soon, so appreciate you guys watching. Larry the Tractor Guy signing out. Hey guys, check out Larry the Tractor Guy videos here, other videos here, subscribe here, and buy all your John Deere parts here.
We'll make it work. I think
we're gonna have to make it
we'll make it work. Come on, let's go.
We need to make
you need some food.
Y'all already burned me out. He's sitting in the sun over here, man.